when you want to manifest your dreams fast. I think that this will be a fun video to put together, and I think that there's no bullshit here. There really isn't. I'm not here to claim any truth. I'm not here to claim what is, what isn't, what does work, what doesn't work. I'm going to talk about my own personal experiences. Before where I was, before, I don't even know if that made sense, but anyway, where I was before I was here, that makes sense. I really wanted things to happen fast for me. This video is going to touch base on a few different things, but the foundational basis for this is going to be about wanting to manifest your dreams, and specifically, rapidly, right? But I actually want to preface this with something that I think is going to be very genuine and sincere, something that on my journey of healing I've been doing a lot of reflecting on, especially about like a year ago. About a year ago, I was looking at my life and I was feeling very nostalgic, right? I was feeling like the past 10 years of my life just went by like fucking that, like really fast, right? I was reflecting on the people that, I've lost, like literally are just not physically here anymore. Life just literally went by really fucking fast, right? And it just continues to go by really fucking fast, right? And, the nostalgia was really knocking on my door and was like, what are you doing? Are you doing what you actually want to be doing, right? Are you actually happy, right? And over this past year, in terms of the nostalgia and just like reflecting on my life over the course of like 5 or 10 years, what I've really been looking at is my capacity to be present with life, right? And I'm going to make it very clear that I personally believe, and based on my own experiences, that being present with life in terms of manifestation, in terms of creating what you want, is, if not the most important ingredient, one of most definitely the most important ingredients. Something that I didn't have in my life over the course of 5 to 10 years, the past 5 to 10 years, has been presence, right? I have been very dried of presence, and for reasons in regards to like dissociation, right? Just being completely fucked out of my body. And when I say that, I mean all of the trauma that I experienced in life throughout all the years and all the reinforcements and everything just pushed me further and further and further and further and further out of my fucking body, which then results in dissociation because physically you're there, but like mentally and emotionally, like you're somewhere else. You're in the past, you're worried about the future, this, that, and the other. So really my capacity to stay present in life moving forward is very, very important to me. It's not always easy because, yeah, we know that the mind likes to, just go all over the place and everything, right? Just grounding with a daily practice of presence consistently has been really huge for me. Now, what's interesting that I've learned about, by the way, I'm not claiming any truth here. I'm just exploring something that I think is fascinating and things that I've experienced and learned here. I'm skeptical when I see something on the internet that is claimed as truth, as it's important to be skeptical about that, right? Because I would argue that a lot of stuff out there is just complete fucking bullshit. Now, getting back to it, the cool thing about presence and manifestation is that I would require that as tools, they both work together really well, right? They're like a couple that hold hands down the glory old road, right? What I've learned about manifestation is that you have to feel as though you already have what it is that you want, right? Now, the cool thing about that is that if you actually do it and do it consistently, and of course I would argue that it's probably beneficial to be working through trauma as to clear that old energy out of the place, right? But if you actually do that consistently, right, you're going to change your neurochemical structure. And because everything in this universe is energy vibrating at a certain frequency, and so are we, and we're basically antennas, which is why we can actually manifest, give, receive, all that stuff, right? Wow, I actually just think I realized something while I was talking about this. To manifest, we actually do give. And I think that what it is that we're giving is our emotional state, right? I mean, when you think about it, if you consistently feel lower energy emotions, right? Like shame, guilt, fear, anger, all the lower energy emotions, you're going to attract a life accordingly that mirrors that, right? But if you consistently feel elevated emotions like joy, ecstasy, peace, euphoria, love, joy, all that stuff, right? You're going to attract a life that mirrors that accordingly, right? So presence is a tool of manifestation because if you feel in this moment, right here, right now, be here now. Thank you, Ram Dass. Um, right? If you feel like you have everything that it is that you desire, right? That's how manifestation works, no? Because then you're becoming that, and since you already are that, then you attract what is an energetic match to that, right? So I think that manifestation is actually very simple. I think that the thing that challenges us when it comes to actually manifesting is the consistent part of maintaining those elevated emotions, because everyday life can be challenging, right? And a lot of times we wake up on a daily basis just continuing to generate the same fucking old energy from the past, and that's challenging for everyone, right? But if you are actually present in this moment right now and you feel like you already have what it is that you want to manifest, then you're going to attract it. I mean, I'm pretty sure that that's how it works. Now, let me talk real quick about the whole thing of what I was talking about in terms of nostalgia and 5 and 10 years ago, and why I think that it kind of, has to do with what I'm talking about here. Um, I really wish that I was more present with life between 5 and 10 years ago, um, because I don't shame myself. I am gentle with myself, and I accept that where I was back then, I was doing the best that I could with, my level of conscious awareness. That's just the way that it is. That's me being gentle with myself. Um, I do wish that I could have been more present with life. So, what does that tell me? That it's important for me to be more present now moving forward. And the beautiful thing about presence, like I was saying before, is that when you pair that with an elevated emotion, feeling like you already have what it is that you want, you attract, right? Do I believe that you can manifest rapidly? I do. I think that it requires consistently waking up on a daily basis with a specific, clear intention and an elevated emotion. Now, I'm not here to inspire, to motivate anybody. I'm not. I'm here to talk about the raw, foundational, fundamental basics of how this stuff actually works. But also talk about something. Sorry, my voice kind of sounds a little weird. But also to talk about something that I think is really important, right? Enjoying the hell out of the process of manifesting. I mean, like, do you just want to wake up in 10 or 20 years having it, or do you want to enjoy right now, right? I mean, you could wake up and you could be like, fuck, I wish I was just already 10 or 20 years out. I wish I had it already. I wish I did. Maybe I wouldn't have this low self-esteem. Maybe I'd feel better about myself if I just had what I want and all the money that I want. Why can't I just have it right now? Why? Why? Right? And the fascinating thing is that I am growing here on YouTube. My YouTube channel is growing, and it's very exciting, right? It is. And I'm just utilizing this as an example, right? But I'm here to say something that I think is very important for everyone to understand. There was a point on my journey of creating and growing this YouTube channel when, like, literally nobody was watching, and I still did it, right? And there were times when I was like, this isn't working, this isn't working, this isn't working, just the voice in my head, right? But I did it regardless. If you really want it, it's going to be natural for you. It's not going to be forced. You're not going to be like, oh, maybe I should just quit. Maybe this isn't right for me. If you actually want it, you're going to be willing to go through the trials and the tribulations, the effort, the blood, sweat, and tears, everything, right? I've learned a lot growing this YouTube channel, and being a YouTuber has been a dream for me. Creating, just literally being a creator. I fucking love being a creator. I love creativity. I love working with ideas. The future will come, right? But It's already here. I don't have to worry about anything. I already have everything that I need. I really do. In terms of what it is that I want to create. And the cool thing is that I've noticed is that when I deploy that mindset of already having everything that I need, I actually start to think about things differently. If you're generating, if you're vibrating from a place of lack, right? You don't feel like you have what you need. What you have is over there, and you need to do X, Y, and Z to get it. Or what you want or what you need is over there, and you have to do X, Y, and Z to get it. Or what you want and need is over there, and you have to do X, Y, and Z to get it. Right? It's already here. It's already here. And the fascinating thing about all this too is that it's like, well, I need it fast because I don't feel good about myself and I feel insecure and I have a low self-esteem and there's a massive void there just eating the fuck out of me and I don't know what to do about it, and I think that just getting this thing, if I could just have that right there and put it right here, it'll be the missing puzzle piece of my life and it'll make me feel so much better and I won't have this low self-esteem. No, it's already here. It's already here. However you see yourself is probably, I don't know. If you see yourself in a way that is, of low self-esteem, it's probably not accurate. A lot of us had the shit kicked out of us physically, mentally, emotionally growing up, and we've been led to believe that we're nothing and that we don't deserve anything. And I'm just gonna spell it out very plain and clear for everyone that it's a fucking lie. It's a fucking illusion. It keeps you trapped. It makes you believe that you need to fucking exhaust yourself doing things that you don't need to do to get something that you really don't even want because you're trying to stick it to someone else, right? I'm not saying that the low self-esteem is an illusion. It's been kicked into you. It's been beaten into you over and over and over again, right? But you already have what it is that you want. You always have. You've just been blinded from it, And so really the moral of this is to enjoy the hell out of this now, right? When I say this now, I mean today, this moment, right? You can want all you want, what you think you can't have right now that you think only exists in the future, but, that's not promised. Like, none of that stuff is promised. This moment right now, this glorious moment right now is prime. This is it. All manifestation happens in this moment. And I'm not an expert on this. I'm just talking from what I've learned and from what I've experienced and everything. There is no next moment that will save you from this moment. It will probably just make you realize, oh, wow, I wasted the last moment. Oh, wow, I wasted the last moment, over and over again, right? So just being present with the process and just soaking up everything, licking it, tasting it, biting it, seeing it, opening your heart to it, right? Relaxing to it, right? Understanding that we're all human, no more, no less. Nobody's better or worse than anybody else. We all have our shit. We can all manifest. And I will say this one last thing. I do believe that manifestation can happen faster. And I don't believe that it requires working your absolute deadbeat fucking face off for something that's not here yet. I believe that manifestation has to do more with feeling elevated consistently and feeling like you already have what it is that you desire, and then intention and action. The intention and action was something that I actually got from another YouTuber. But that's it, right? That's it. So the consistency, right? Just consistently showing up brick by brick. I heard about that brick by brick thing from Tom Bilyeu. I'm a huge fan of him and his work, impact theory and everything. But really, you want to build an empire? It doesn't happen right away. Brick by brick by brick by brick. Every single day, feeling better and better and better and better, and maintaining that consistent, elevated mindset of feeling great. Just feeling alive and feeling love and feeling loved, and you're giving something to the world. You're giving this elevated energy, right? And you're also receiving something in return. So it's a give and take. And just having that in your mind and staying consistent with that, I really think that that's how it works.